It's easier to raise $300 million than to raise $5 million. Wouldn't it be nice to just start big? Why not? It's easily done.
How many in the audience are techies? How did you transition from being a techie into real estate? How did that happen?
I started out developing processors primarily for telecom applications. Real estate just kept coming up over and over and over again. It just wouldn't go away. I made the decision to quit my job as VP of engineering and made a hard left turn into real estate investing and development. The bubble that burst in 2008, where we went a number of years with almost no new construction. There was a lot of pent-up demand. And if you go back 2010, 2011, you could buy things for far below construction costs. So it didn't make sense to build. That's why nobody was doing it. Today, it's the opposite. There's a multifamily project that comes on the market. It's going to get run like an auction. Put up your hand if you want to be the winning bidder. No, I don't want to be the winning bidder because I'm guaranteed to pay too much. And prices just go through the roof. And that's the environment we're in today. If I told you that I can build the equivalent product that's being auctioned off for a third less, are you interested? It's interesting, right? Because now I can take that if I want. I have multiple exit strategies. I can refinance it and recover 100% of the initial investment. At that point, we've converted it to the proverbial no money down deal and still have a pretty conservative debt to equity ratio on the property, and we've taken the risk off the table. You take your chips off the table. The process for raising money really is a formula, and when you get the principles right, raising money is one of the easiest things to do. The hardest thing to do is actually execute a business. Put up your hand if you believe in passive income. All right. Put up your hand if you believe in passive businesses. There's no such thing as passive business, 100% active businesses. There's no such thing as mailbox money. There's residual income, and you can make a passive investment in an active business. It's passive business. It's a myth. It's a lie. I personally prefer this path because as a startup company, if you're trying to grow organically, when you're small, people leave you alone. You're not a threat to anybody. When you're big, people leave you alone because you're a gorilla. When you're medium-sized, you are extremely vulnerable. And the only companies that make it through that transition from small to large are the ones that transition through it very quickly by sheer luck. It's easier to raise $300 million than to raise $5 million. Wouldn't it be nice to just start big? Why not? It's easily done. So imagine for a moment you had just invented the zipper, and you think you're going to go up to Sand Hill Road and you're going to raise an A round for the zipper. Or you bought a company that manufactures buttons and use the revenue stream from the button company to fund your startup. It's the same channel to market. It's the same customers. When you buy the button company, they have no idea that you're going to stuff that channel with another product. And you're going to buy it for the value of the button company. I mean, think about it. When you go raise an A round, what are you after? You're after money. That's it. What if you could have a business that's throwing off enough cash that it actually funds your startup? This is so much easier, and you don't lose control. So if you're going to start in real estate, the first thing you should do is go buy existing assets and build enough revenue from those existing assets so that you have a sustainable business. From there, you can go do more interesting stuff, but that's where you have to start. You have to start by acquiring existing businesses. So what do? You go buy a multifamily complex. Don't mess around with single-family homes. The number one mistake that people make is by starting too small. And the reason for that is because real estate is a business. It's not a deal. It's not buying a house and flipping it and making 50 grand. It's a business. And businesses are a team sport. So you're thinking, I'm going to go start this business, and I'm going to grow organically from 1 employee to 2 to 3 to 4. And the truth is, you will never get there. You will never get escape velocity because you will get stuck small because you can't afford all the skills that you need to have a sustainable business. The only way it works is to start big. It's easier, remember, to go raise $300 million to buy an existing business. It's true in real estate as well.